What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Look at this nice and beautiful question on the board that we're going to be solving. And the question says, find the value of the square root of 15 minus the square root of 3 divided by the square root of 12 all raised to power 6. Well, our first step will be for us to simplify the square root of 15 and the square root of 12. Well, the square root of 15 is the same as the square root of 3 times the square root of 5 minus square root of 3 all over. And now the square root of 12 is the same as the square root of 3 times the square root of 4. And this is raised to power 6. So let's raise the whole of this expression to power 6. Now notice that in the numerator, the square root of 3 is common. So we can factor out the square root of 3. So factor out the square root of 3. Now, square root of 3 times square root of 5 divided by square root of 3. I'm going to have the square root of 5 minus the square root of 3 divided by the square root of 3. I'm going to have 1 all over the square root of 3 times. Now, the square root of 4 is 2. And this is raised to the power of 6. Now notice that the square root of 3 can cancel off the square root of 3, leaving behind the square root of 5 minus 1 in the numerator all over 2 in the denominator. And this expression is raised to power 6. So let's raise this to power 6. Our next step would be for us to introduce substitution. That means to say, let x be equal to this expression inside of the parenthesis. So let x be equal to root 5 minus 1 all over 2. So this is x. So let's call this equation 1. We can just call this equation 1 because we're going to be using it later. Our next step will be for us to cross multiply. So 2 times x gives 2x equal to the square root of 5 minus 1. Our next step will be for us to move negative 1 to the left-hand side in order to isolate the square root of 5. The reason for that is because we want to get rid of this square root. So move negative 1 to the left-hand side. This we have 2x. As negative 1 crosses to the left, it becomes plus 1 equal to the square root of 5. Now, to get rid of this radical, we take the square of both sides. So I'll take the square of the left-hand side. I'll also take the square of the right-hand side. Now, squaring the left-hand side, I'll have 2x to power 2 gives 4x squared plus 2 times 2x times 1. I'll have 4x plus 1 squared is 1 equal to, now the square can cancel off the square root, leaving behind 5. Our next step will be for us to move 5 to the left-hand side so that we have 4x squared plus 4x plus 1. Now, as 5 crosses to the left, it becomes minus 5. And this is equal to 0. So this simplifies into 4x squared plus 4x. Now, 1 minus 5 is minus 4. That's it. And this is equal to 0. Now, notice that 4 is common. So we can factor out 4. So 4 out. Now 4x squared divided by 4, I'll have x squared plus 4x divided by 4, I'll have x minus 4 divided by 4, I'll have 1. And this is equal to 0. Our next step will be for us to divide both sides by 4. So I'll divide the left-hand side by 4. I'll also divide the right-hand side by 4. Now 4 can cancel 4. So leaving behind x squared plus x minus 1 to be equal to, now 0 divided by 4 is 0. So I have this expression to work with. Let's continue on the next slide. Our next step will be for us to make x squared the subject by moving x and negative 1 to the right hand side. So I have x squared to be equal to, as negative 1 crosses to the right, it becomes plus 1. And as x crosses to the right, it becomes negative x. So I can call this the second equation, equation 2. Now, since we are looking for x to the power 6, I'm going to be raising both sides to the power of 3. So I'll raise the left-hand side to the power of 3. And I'll also raise the right-hand side to the power of 3. Well, the reason that I do this is because from indices, powers multiply. So 2 times 3 is going to give me 6, so that I have x to the 6, which will result in the final answer. Now, let's go. So x, now powers multiply. 2 times 3 is 6, is equal to, now we are avoiding anything that has to do with higher powers from 3. So what I'm going to do here is to split this expression into 1 minus x all raised to power 2 times 1 minus x. It is still the same thing as 1 minus x all raised to power 3. Now we can expand this. So we have x to the 6 is equal to, now we're going to be using this property of a plus b all raised to the power of 2 is equal to a squared plus 2 times a times b, that's 2ab, and then plus b squared. So from here, 1 is in the form of a and negative x is in the form of b. So let's expand. So we have 1 squared, that's 1. Now plus, so I'm going to be writing plus 2ab, that's 2 times 1 times b is negative x, and then plus b squared. Remember, b is in the form of negative x, so that's negative x squared. So this is the expansion of this. Now this is multiplying 1 minus x. So let's simplify this expression. So we have x to the 6 to be equal to 1. Now 2 times 1 times negative x is negative 2x plus negative x squared is x squared. And this is multiplied by 1 minus x. Our next step will be for us to substitute for x squared. Recall that from equation 2, x squared is equal to 1 minus x. So we're going to be putting 1 minus x in the place of x squared here. So let's go ahead and do that. So we have x to the 6 to be equal to 1 minus 2x plus, Now, in the place of x squared, I'll be putting 1 minus x. So 1 minus x times 1 minus x. So let's simplify this expression inside of this parenthesis. So we have x to the 6 to be equal to, now 1 plus 1 is 2. And negative 2x, negative x gives negative 3x times 1 minus x. Our next step will be for us to expand. So we have x to the 6 to be equal to 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times negative x is negative 2x. And now negative 3x times 1 is negative 3x. And lastly, negative 3x times negative x gives plus 3x squared. And this simplifies into x to the 6 to be equal to, now I have 2 here. Now negative 2x, negative 3x gives negative 5x plus 3. Now notice that I have x squared here. And from equation 2, x squared is equal to 1 minus x. So we're going to be replacing this x squared by 1 minus x. So times 1 minus x. So let's expand this. So this becomes x to the 6 to be equal to 2 minus 5x. Now use this 3 to open up this bracket. 3 times 1 is 3 minus 3 times x is 3x. Let's simplify further on the next slide. So simplifying further, we have x to the 6 to be equal to, now 2 plus 3 is 5. And now negative 5x, negative 3x gives negative 8x. Now recall, so let me write here, recall that from equation 1, we said let x be equal to the square root of 5 minus 1 all over 2. Remember? So this is what we have in the first equation, which is equation 1. So we're going to be substituting root 5 minus 1 over 2 for x in what we have here. So let's do that. So this is x to the 6 is equal to 5 minus 8 times x. And our x will be replaced by this expression, which is the square root of 5 minus 1 all over 2. 2 here, 1. 2 divided by 8 gives 4. So this becomes x to the 6 equal to 5 minus 4 times the square root of 5 minus 1. Our next step will be for us to open up the brackets so that we have x to the 6 to be equal to 5. Now, negative 4 times root 5 gives negative 4 root 5. And then negative 4 times negative 1 gives plus 4. So we have x to the 6 to be equal to, now 5 plus 4 gives 9 minus 4 root 5. And this is our final answer. Well, feel free to share your ideas in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video and have learned something from this video, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss my upcoming videos. And like I always say, until next time, take care.